So after here, after we plot the values for x and y, we draw them with a function of square root of x. After we draw them, we said at 0, 0. At 1, we have 1. At 2, we have approximately 1 point, or between them, it is here. At 3, we have 1.73. At 2, we have approximately 2. Here it was here. Here it is here. At 5, it is here. And at 6, it is here. So when you connect now them, you will find like it will make like this curve. This function is for square root of x. As we said also, by now we learn about the linear function f of x equal x. And we said if we have a linear function, the curve will be like this. If we have f of x equal x squared, it will be like this. And if we have f of x equal square root of x, don't forget, it's like this. That's why I told you yesterday the domain for the radical or for the square root function, it must be greater than x, greater than 0. And we solved the exercises here for the domain. Here now we solve these exercises. Now let's solve as an example to remember number 14. In number 14 here, if I want to find the domain, what did we do? We look at the number under the square root. So I will look at 3x plus 9 only, and I must write that is greater than or equal 0. Then minus 9, 3x is greater than or equal negative 9. But I don't want 3x to find the domain. I have to find the x values, not the 3x values. So we have to divide by 3. And then we said x is greater than or equal negative 3. This will be the domain of the function. That's all of these information that we talked about yesterday. Today now we will learn how can we graph a vertical and a horizontal translation. Now, for any of positive number k, if we want to graph square root of x plus k, and look at k here, k it is outside the radical. Square root of x plus k, it's outside the radical. This k, that means you have to translate it up with k units. What does it mean? That means we draw, this is square root of x. Now translate it up. If you have square root of x plus 3, and 3 is an outside of the radical, it's out of the radical. It's not under the square root. So what does it mean? That means you have to shift the square root of x 2 units up. And if you have the square root of x minus 3, you have to shift it 2 units down. Look at this example here. We have a square root of x plus 2. Let's draw it. Here now. Let's draw now. I will want to solve now the previous problem. In the previous problem here, what did we have? We have to graph square root of x plus 2. This is the function that I want now to draw it. Now what I have to do here now?
Minus 3.
No, don't look at this exercise. I told you I want to solve the previous one, but here. So let's now, here, if we have f of x equal square root of x plus 2. What did we have to do? Now, where's the parent function? This is the parent function.
X.
Square root of x, yes. Let's now draw it here. And then we say that for the square root of x, how it will be? It will be like this. This is for square root of x. Is it right?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Yes, now, if I have a square root of x plus 2, this plus 2 here, as you see, that means I have to shift this plus 2. What does it mean? That means I have to shift 2 units upward. Shift 2 units upward. What does it mean? That's mean, and here when I draw it, I told you this is 0.0. Here we have 0.1. Here we have 0.2. And here we have 0.3. So shifted the parent the square root of x, shifted 2 units. That's mean I have to move this square root started from here.
Teacher, just a question. First, the line here from 0 to
Yes, it is here.
From here,
It was here.
When it starts, it will be already here, or we should know from where it is.
Sorry?
So the line that here that started from 0. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Will it be already given, or we will?
No, you just draw it as we did before.
Teacher, how will we know to where it should go? Like, I mean, to either 6 or 7 or. Yeah.
Teacher,
sorry,
can you solve another one? Teacher?
Yes, Jana.
Can you solve another one?
Yeah. I will solve another one. Okay. But I was Sarah. What's your question, Miss? Can you repeat it, please?
Okay, teacher. This line here, the thing like that, will it be already given?
You mean the square root of x?
Yes.
The parent function? No, you have to draw it. After you draw it, you have to shift it up 2 units. Why 2 units? Because here you have plus 2, so you have to shift it up here. Then after that, this one, it will not be a square root of x. It will be now square root of x plus 2.
Okay, thank you.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Let's solve now another example. If you have now square root of x, if we have f of x equals now square root of x plus 4. What did we have to do? We have to do the same. Let's draw this line here.
It must be only the positive part.
Sorry?
Teacher, there is no square root of negative number, so only will make the graphing on the positive part, in the positive part.
Yes, it cannot be here. Yes. It cannot be in the negative x-axis. It must start from here. So when I told you I want to solve the square root of x, please, grade 8, draw square root of x plus 4. What you have to do first, this is must know it, that the graph, it must be like this, square root of x. It cannot be here. So it must start from 0 to the positive x-axis. Okay, now after that, after I draw square root of x, I want now to shift it how many times? Or how many units?
4 times.
4 units
times.
upward. So what does it mean? That's mean I have to shift it. Let's make here like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's shift it now up units. Let's move it. 1. Here, that's mean the square root of x plus 1. I don't want it. Here, square root of x plus 2. I don't want it. Plus 3, plus 4. When I stop here, that means I shifted up 4 units. Is it clear now?
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Okay. Now, let's have another example. If we have now, this got it here, square root of x minus 3 now. So what did we have to do? First, we have to draw the square root of x. As we know before, it must be like this. This is for square root of x. Now, I want now square root of x minus 3. What does it mean? That means I want to shift it
Down.
3
Down
units.
3 times.
We have negative 3, negative sign. So that means I have to shift it 3 units down. So 1, 2, 3. So the graph will be like this. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher. Thank you.
So, you're welcome. So don't forget, if you see, now if you see a square root of x and out of the radical we have a number, what does it mean? Since because of that we have a vertical, horizontal, vertical translation. So if you have the number out the radical, that means we are talking about vertical translation. Now what if we have the number? So I repeat here now. If we have now, so if we have the square root of x, this is the square root of x. If we have the square root of x and we have the number 3 or minus 3 out the radical sign, that means I have to shift it up 3 units. So the number 3 out the radical, that means I'm talking about vertical translation. But if we have the number under the square root like this, how can I graph it now? I will make a vertical translation. Horizontal translation. That means here we have square root of x. Here we will shift it now to the right with the 3 units. So it will be here. So if the number out of the radical of the root function, square root, we will translate it vertical, upward or downward. But if the number is under the square root, like this, that means you have to translate it to the left or to the right.
Did you see here? It's y equals the square root of x plus 3. It was shifted 3 units to the left. Yani it will be the opposite. If it is plus 3 means to the left, and if it was minus 3 to the right,
here, yeah, if you have a square root of x plus 3, you have to shift it to the left. Okay. You don't know me. I don't know I didn't distinguish between right and left. So, and I think that I drew it wrongly. Here, yeah, thank you, Farah. Here, if you have it, a square root of x plus 3, that's mean, if you look at it here, square root of plus 3, that's mean x is equal negative 3. So you have to start from negative 3. So the function will be like this. So here, if you have a square root of, if you have a number under the radical sign, what does it mean? If I have plus h, that means I have translated to the left. Minus h, I have translated to the right. So plus, let's repeat from here now. Plus k upward, minus k downward. Plus h to the left, minus h to the right. If the number under the square root and with a plus sign, how did I know? If you want to distinguish between it, look at here. Here we have x plus 3. So in your mind, say make x plus 3 equal 0. So at point x equal negative 3, I have to start. This is another way. If you don't want to memorize it, this is another way. If I have square root of x minus, square root of x minus 3, that's mean, in your mind, say, what does it mean? What's the value of x? It's a 3. So I have to start from 3. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Let's solve
Yes,
now this example here. What is the graph of y equal square root of x minus 3? So I will say, okay, since the number here is under the square root, so it could be shifted to the right or to the left. So I will draw it here.
To the right.
I will say, the first step, I have to draw the parent function. Then, since I say minus h, so I have to shift it to the right, to the left, sorry. So I have to say here we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So let's now shift it 3 units to the right. That means I have to start from here. If I have now another one, like square root of x plus 2. Okay? What does it mean? That's mean here.
I'll shift 2 units left.
Yes. Let's clear this one. Now, x plus 2. First of all, you have to draw square root of x. Then I shift it 2 units to the right, so it will be here. To the here يعني, okay? Left, I think, yeah. You have to shift it to the left 2 units. So if you have x minus 3, you have to shift it to the right, and x plus 2, you have to shift it to the left. Let's have now more examples here. Now, let's draw the first one. Here we have, let's draw now 4 axes. Now then, let's solve now the first one. Okay, here we have, name it with A. So here we have A. Now then, let's put here as 1, negative 1.
Negative 1.
Here we have 1, and here we have negative 1. Here we have the same. 1, 1, negative 1, and negative 1. We have 1, 1, negative 1, and negative 1. Here we have 1, 1, negative 1, and negative 1. Let's start now to solving, or to start solving A. In A here, what did we have? We have square root of x.
Plus 1.
So you have to draw square root of x first, then plus 1. As you see, the number here is out the radical sign. So to which side should I translate the function?
Shift it up 1 unit.
up.
Shift
1
up
unit.
1
Yes.
unit. Bravo. So it will be here. Let's do now the second one. All of them, we have to start with the parent function. Now let's solve B, which is this one. Oh, sorry. Here we have B. Now, square root of x minus 1. Now, where's the number here? Is it inside or outside the radical function?
Outside the radical function.
Outside.
Where should I shift it?
Shift it down 1 unit.
Shift it down 1
Yes.
unit.
Down 1 unit.
Now, let's solve C. And C here, we have the number, but it's under the square root. So to where should I translate it? To the right or to the left?
To the right.
The right.
To the right, bravo. And the last one here, we have square root of x plus 1. So I have to shift it to the left.
I shift it to the left 1 time.
Yeah. Is it clear now?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Fine. Okay. Now, if you have it like square root of x plus 1 minus 4. Look at me now what we have to do. First of all, we have to draw the parent function. So here, let's now have them as They are like this, okay? Now here we have the XY axis, as you see. Now, first of all, what you have to do, you have to draw the parent function, which is like this. This is the parent function. Now then, after that, we have x plus 1. So, to where should I translate the function?
Teacher,
To
can
the
I
left?
guess?
No, not guess. Here we have square root of x plus 1. And first of all, you have to deal with this part.
Okay, I will shift it to the
So
left.
here, first I draw square root of x. Then,
Okay.
I have a square root of x plus 1, not square root of x only. So to where should I translate it now?
To the
I
left.
have a plus
To the
1.
left.
To the left, 1 unit. Is it right?
Yes.
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 So it will be here. After I finish, when I continue, what did I see? I have minus 4, come on. So what I have to do? I have to translate it 4 units down. So I will move now this one from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here it will be now the new position. You have to stay at this line here. You have to stay here, okay? At point -1, shift it down 4 units. When it's you shift it down 4 units, it will be here. Is it clear?
Yes,
teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
It's clear.
Yes, teacher.
Now let's have this exercise here. In this one here, all of the shapes are drawing, okay, and like this you will have in the quiz. I want you now to match each function with its graph, which is A, which is B, which is C, and which is D. We have to match. X plus 4. If you look at it, the number is under the square root. So what does it mean? That means we have to shift the parent function 4 units. Where? To the right or to the left, up or down?
Teacher, I'm opening just the page.
Which one, teacher? To the left, yes.
Why?
To the left.
To the left,
It's going
bravo.
to be y
So here,
equals x
see,
minus
girls,
2.
so I will give you my way, okay? Look at x plus 4. In your mind, solve this linear equation. X plus 4 equals 0. So what is the value of x?
Negative
-4.
4.
Bravo. So what does it mean? That means at point
It's
-4 here. Okay, I will start my function. So 26, it will be D.
D.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Look at now number 27. 27, we have the number that is under the square root 2. So that means I have to translate it to the x-axis. Left or right?
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Also
Right.
in your mind,
It will be
put
2.
your number 2 in your mind. Sorry, x minus 2. Solve it in your mind. That means x equals to
A.
2. A.
So here you have to start. So it is A. So 27A. Here we have D. Now look at number 28. Here the number, it is out of the radical sign.
C.
So it will be shifted
C.
up onward, up with C. Bravo.
Up.
And the last one here, it is square
B.
minus
E.
it's been shifted down 2 units. So it will be
B.
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 Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Okay. Do you have any question now related to this lesson?
No,
No,
teacher.
miss.
It's
Thank
Yes,
you.
teacher, thank you.
No, teacher.
I have to stop here now today.